Sawate, this is Jeff.
This is David.
Hi, David.
Hi, Jeff.
Do you like anime?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Well, good, because we're about to play an anime.
Play an anime.
Yes. Let's play Asura's Wrath. Asura's Wrath is a video game. Kind of. Mostly it's just anime. And I don't mean that in a pejorative way. I mean that in a very, very descriptive way.
It is anime the substance, not anime the trope.
There's no levels. They're episodes. Episodes are divided in half. There's bumpers in between them. At the end of an episode, you'll get a preview of the next one. It's pretty much interactive anime. And It just so happens that I like anime. Especially this kind, which is the Gurren Lagann school of ridiculous crap flying at you at all times.
Okay.
It's not even a spoiler to say that the main character will die, but he'll come back. I haven't even beaten the game yet, but I'm pretty sure he dies at least 4 or 5 times. This is a Patreon Let's Play, for our special Patreon patron. And we'll do it a little bit differently. This is not going to be a 100% run. We're not going to be doing full S ranks and getting all of that on hard mode.
Because that sounds horrible.
We'll be doing a lot of S ranks on normal mode, though, which will be necessary for getting the proper endings and whatnot. And I'll also go through the extended episodes, the lost episodes, and things like that. I'll just buy those eventually once I figure them out. Hey, VLC, come on. All right, there we go.
The Goma. In order to...
Also, the music is rad. The entire first episode here, which is episode 1, The Coming of a New Dawn, is going to introduce us to pretty much all of the principal characters.
Huh.
With, as mentioned, rad music. Now, this also means that most of the game is cutscenes. So there's a lot of QTEs, QuickTime events.
Right.
It was designed this way from the beginning to have these integrated not only into the levels and the episode design, but the art design itself works with the QTEs in order to emphasize different parts, which will become more obvious as things go along. Also, the song here reminds me of something. Like
Final Fantasy Tactics.
Yeah, I was going to say Tactics or Mystic Quest, actually. Mystic Quest has great music.
Are we playing Space Harrier?
A little bit. There's a good mix between... There's some on-ground combat, which is God of War-esque. It's got some launchers and punches and whatnot. And then there's also the lock-on Space Harrier sections, as you're observing currently. This is our guy, Asura, voiced by our good friend Liam O'Brien.
Oh, great. Yes.
We get more war. You'll recognize pretty much all of the characters because, there's only like 6 people that do voices for video games and anime. So.
Right. I just, recently I realized all those red things were monsters and not ships.
That's the Goma, the impure beings.
Yes. Okay. Which is, well, there you go.
That's
level?
That's an impurity level of 13,000. Okay. That's like 12,999 more than just like the most basic level.
Nice. Thank you. Oh,
I thought I'd give you some context.
The impure beings are coming out of the planet. A coma carrier?
That's 240,000 impurity level, I think, relatively speaking.
Yeah.
Please come back, VLC. Don't skip. Don't do that. Thank you.
Okay. I'm looking at view controls.
I was checking for subtitles, but they're actually on. You cannot change the options in-game. You have to do that between episodes.
Ah.
Okay.
Oh. There's a fishy.
You'll also notice that the length of the video is approximately the length of an episode of anime.
Oh, hey, there it is.
It kind of works out that way.
Yeah. Also, the dude looks appropriately angry.
Oh, he's... I mean, as the name suggests, his wrath is basically another character.
Fear not, brave warriors of Shinkoku.
The Karma
Our long
Fortress.
struggle
The Karma Fortress. It's only half
against the
done. It's only half done.
shall come to an end tonight. O powerful demigods, purge our world of the impure Goma.
Oh, that shit didn't last long.
The life-giving mantra is formulated. Faithful people of Shinkoku, offer your prayers. They will become mantra to aid us in battle.
Oh, so it's literally people on Earth praying to the crazy
Tonight
space
the
aliens?
impure have defiled and scorched our land. But it is we who shall live to see tomorrow's light. Legion of demigods, heed your priestess's words and purify our land once and for all.
Look how fabulous all of these people are.
Yes, they're amazing.
Let us offer Gaia the greatest blessing in the name of Emperor Strata. May the mantra guide you to victory.
I didn't think Mithra looked person-ish, but I could be wrong.
Also, everyone overacts, and I mean that in the best way. Like, they can't just say, like, you know, may the spirit of the mantra be with you. They have to say it with their arms out, stretched to the heavens.
I'm sorry, that's a dude with a gun. That's pretty awesome.
So the whole, as you might have been able to surmise, the aesthetic here is Buddhist and Hindu mythology mixed with sci-fi anime.
To clarify your acting point, they talk like they're all from Dynasty Warriors 4.
Guardian generals that command you are the veteran elite. Purify any who threaten to desecrate our land. Divine warriors of Shinkoku.
Oh, that's
But
effective.
it's not just Asura that's a general, naturally.
Ah,
There are 7 others.
that we will have to kill.
What are we...
You can't say we're playing an
Why-
anime and then expect me to
Yes.
not know the entire plot.
Yes, of course. Of course, we're going to murder the crap out of all of them.
Wyzern.
There's Wizen.
Wyzern.
Time to have some fun. First,
Is that Steve Blum?
It might be.
lucky for you, I can make that happen.
It might be. I'll double check. I'm going to say there's about an 80% Blum ratio for this thing.
August.
Follow me. Drive a wedge between the enemy's forces.
I just really want to hear Michael Wincott, though. I really just randomly
I
in
don't
the middle of
think-
this.
Just death starts wandering by. There's no place for a horse.
Just murdering everything. You could do it.
Your soul is eternal.
Yasha.
With His Majesty's power, you shall be reincarnated in a golden paradise and rejoice in prosperity for all
with your hands.
eternity.
Talk with your hands. Tap, 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 tap. Explode. Hey, there's Asura. Get his little intro card there.
He is mad. Also, he's Kaioken and Super Saiyan.
He's not Super Saiyan yet. Come on. We haven't got there.
So he's Kaioken. Sorry, Kaioken.
Yeah,
However you're supposed to say that.
He's,
Yeah, I watched Dragon Ball. What of it?
yeah, he seems angry, but he's actually pretty cool right now. He's pretty mild.
All right.
This is sort of his base level. He's pretty much fully relaxed at this point.
Yeah, that's what I get from what I'm seeing right now.
The first burst.
Oh, this is
Very-
a burst?
Very important part of the game. The actual part of the game where you play The only reason to play the game where you actually put in inputs is to build up your burst, which is the activate next cutscene button. I'm not even kidding. That's actually the point of the game. You build up burst so that you activate the next cutscene. You do that from, fighting well and beating enemies and whatnot.
True beauty only manifests itself.
Is that Steve Blum?
No, but you got your standard metrosexual psychopath. That is definitely Crowfather.
Yep.
And I'm getting too old for all of this.
He's getting too old for this.
Mm-hmm.
That's a death sentence.
You two should be concerned with the task at hand.
Olga?
Mm-hmm.
Olga, sometimes I wonder if you know me at all. Have you forgotten that I am most concerned when the beauty of destruction is before me?
My strategies are flawless. There is no need for us to be on the front. You need but sit back and await our victory.
How you two became generals is beyond me. Commander Deus, sending reinforcements directly to the front lines.
Battles such as this that bring death.
Ah, Deus.
Deus.
Is that one caught? What?
That also might be Blum. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll figure out which one's the Blum. Spoiler. They're all Blum.
Commander, it is not yet fully charged.
In its current state, it wouldn't be able to demonstrate its true capability.
At times, one must throw a stone into stagnant waters to set things into motion. Not just for this battle, but the future of the world itself.
Brahmastra. That is an instrument of destruction I love to hear played.
As you wish, Commander.
Hear me now. Let this blast herald the coming of a new world order.
I am actually really surprised that the only booby lady we've been introduced to so far is almost reasonably dressed.
Reasonably dressed,
Like-
indeed.
Like, Oh, this hits Asura, doesn't it? Why don't...
Well, it doesn't even matter, man. Come on. Like a giant laser coming out of half of a rainbow person in space is going to beat our main character.
You're right.
The Brahmastra. But why? Why not? It shows how serious we are about winning. Behold! It is Vritra!
I don't know what that means.
There's no more
Oh.
scenery. We ate it all.
Wow. Everybody changes face except for him.
Impurity level, immeasurable. Okay. I don't know if you're aware of that, but it doesn't have a number.
Apparently the Earth is an incubator? Oh,
Apparently
hi.
so. Laser spam. Because, I think I mentioned this before.
Right.
Anime. It's anime.
Well, the
Also
good...
because it's awesome.
That's awesome. The good fleet never wins in a bullet hell.
No. We'll be right back with more Azura's Wrath. Okay, homework assignment. Go watch Gurren Lagann. Because damn.
I
It's so
have seen
good.
Gurren Lagann. It's great.
It's so good.
It's real
It
good.
is a masterclass in pacing. If you want to know how to pace a story to keep someone interested in it, and also the concept of escalation.
Yes, it is. This is how escalation should
It's a great
work.
way to do it.
This is an amazing game so far.
I think I know where to put in anime talk.
Good.
Just put it right there in the commercial break.
Stand aside, weaklings! This one's mine!
Right.
Get back! You've had your share.
Did I just hear a ding? like how your abs are so rock hard, they're literally rocks.
Yeah. It's not even his final form.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that. Also, I like
it's
how
only episode 1.
this is
I mean,
amazing.
it's just episode 1. You just have a demon half the size of the planet Earth. You know, that's no big deal. You know, it goes up from here in spectacle.
That's amazing.
Watch yourself! Yasha! Mind your own business!
Mind your own business.
I like how that's his default voice. That's amazing.
I love the framing on that, where it's just, you know, like a play, where they're both standing right close to the camera, and then just like, watch yourself. Yasha, mind your business. And then they just fly away.
It's the best high school play ever.
Yes.
Written by 13-year-olds, it looks like. Pew! Pew! Pew!
Those are the sound effects, roughly.
Yes. As they should be, honestly. There's a bell. Okay.
Asura!
Father?
I desperately want to make commentary, but this is actually really interesting to watch.
You're just like, shh. Popcorn.
Priestess!
Thank you, Priestess. I'm mad.
Got my fighting spirit on.
That's where the extra arms go. And they're buff.
Of course. Priestess Mithra is good at channeling the fighting spirit equivalent of this game, which is mantra energy.
This war ends now!
It's like you know all of their lines before they say them.
Silliness.
Oh.
A little bit more gameplay here, just a little
Yeah.
bit. I would also like to point out the art style, which is not cell shading, but it has an animated quality, like effect to it, like
Right.
almost like like the cross hatching on the textures and whatnot.
I'm not exactly with the cross hatching, but again, Dynasty Warriors.
But Dynasty Warriors. If I were paying attention, which I'm actually not at this point, I would maybe avoid the lasers that are blasting me.
Burst.
There's the burst. My one goal is to paint as many targets and have that beeping sound effect go beep, 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 as much as possible. That was only an excellent and a good. I was not entirely sure that second one was coming.
Oh, hey, somebody's online. Oops.
That's just that guy.
Oh, did you really just punch the head off? Oh, you
Sure, why
blew it
not?
up?
We got punched what good?
Wow. Wait, he's falling. What's happening to planet Earth?
It's gone. That's probably what happened. Oh, there you go. 70% through episode 1. Earth is dead. He just Alder ran it into the ground.
That seems like that might be fatal. I don't know.
Nah.
It's not pencil sketch fatal, but it's...
Yeah, it's not. That's like serious business fatal. You get a whole lot of Liam O'Brien's like choicest grunts.
What troubles you? I could not kill it.
No one can kill Vlitra. You should be grateful you were able to subdue it. We have suffered more casualties than ever, but it will not be back for a while. You should rest.
Due to General Asura's efforts, Litra has subsided.
Well, the chipmunk robot there.
I didn't expect to see that. That was...
I mean, obviously, Emperor Strata has robot guards.
Yes,
Okay.
you're right. That was... I should have expected
The
that.
surviving Goma! The power of my 8 guardian generals is invincible! May Shinkoku prosper in everlasting glory!
The time is near.
He's basically Ganondorf.
Yeah.
He just kind of looks exactly like him.
We got episode 1, Coming of the New Dawn, 19 minutes in. 19 minutes,
Yep.
53 seconds.
To be continued.
Ah.
It's all just a preamble.
Ah.
Results.
Excuse me.
It is a Capcom game, so naturally S ranking is the best.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that. I got a
Yes. You got 4 squiggles.
As mentioned earlier, there's a little breakdown of the points. As mentioned earlier, it is so much of an anime that it even has the spoiler-filled preview of the next episode. The lady narrating.
Is that what we're
We'll
about
only
to
see
watch?
This once, though. Oh no, this is right. This is the I was gonna say not intertitles, the interlude. That's what it is. I'll leave these on roughly long enough to kind of read them if you want to. So each episode has an interlude done by a different artist. I assume these are like famous, like Japanese artists, anime artists, manga artists, so forth. I don't recognize like their names, but it does have the illustrator name up in the corner. So they each have a slightly different take on the characters. And this is just like it's just an interlude between episode 1 and 2. Gist of it being that Mithra, the priestess, which is Asura's daughter, is extremely good at channeling the MacGuffin energy of the game.
All right.
The stuff they need to kill things, purify Goma, that gives them their superhuman powers and makes them demigods, as they are called.
Okay, so she's the one that makes the burst possible?
Yes, she is. Well, I mean, there's also your fighting spirit, of course, but
Well, right. Spiral energy.
You have to figure. Yeah, that figures into it, but they are dissatisfied with Asura being her father. They think of him as just a mindless brute, which makes the eventual one-sided beatdowns all the more satisfying. Not to imply that you would fight them as bosses. Why would
Of course not.
What reason would you have to fight them? You're all friends. You're
Right.
friends. You're
Obviously,
all, of course.
based on those cutscenes, where possibly Steve Blum was yelling at possibly Steve Blum,
Possibly yes.
and then yelling at the Crowfather? I don't know.
Also, the Crowfather was there. Yeah.
I don't know. We've it's just like Aki and then Crowfather, and I don't know.
Just I don't know. I'll look at the cast list. I'll come back.
I'll
I'll
be
get
able
back
to
you.
refer to them as the roles I know them from.
Yeah, I'll continue referring to them as just the roles that I know them. Yes, exactly.
It's like, hey, it's Big Red and Pinky.
Anyways, Deus has fancy plans and pants to match.
Priestess Mithra lent her power to the Shinkoku army, and all of Gaia rejoiced at the victory over Vlitra. But this time of celebration did not last, for in the shadows of victory, the wheels of betrayal had already been set in motion, one that would shake the very foundation of Shinkoku.
Just mad as hell, Asura running towards the camera.
So that happens at the end of each episode, and I will skip it every single time from now on, because since the next episode is only like 10 minutes long, you've seen everything. Like you've got the entirety of it from there. Like, oh, he's betrayed.
So-
and, oh, he's
So he gets home, and then they accuse him of murdering somebody, and then he has
Yeah.
to go kill the fat general, and then his daughter and his wife presumably are now ashamed of him because they also believe that he murdered somebody.
Yeah, it's mostly there.
Okay,
It's a little bit different than that, but those are the broad strokes. So yeah.
good,
not-
great.
That's okay. We'll skip those from now on.
Good.
So Asura's Wrath, very anime.
I'm looking forward to it.
I like anime.
Yeah.
I feel like people who don't like anime are maybe looking at it the wrong way. Because anime is really just kind of a medium rather than a genre. It's like saying that you don't like books. You're like, well, I can understand you don't like certain kinds of books. It's kind of weird to just outright say you don't like books. Like, I don't like reading as like a pastime, but I wouldn't say I dislike books. That's kind of a weird jump. Similar to movies. Like, I understand that you're not a movie person, you're not a movie buff.
I'm not.
But I wouldn't say that you dislike movies.
I don't, because clearly I like Bloodsport starring Jean-Claude Van Damme, and that is a motion picture.
Clearly you're familiar with, the seminal classics such as that.
Yes.
And beyond that...
Kumite. Sorry.
What else do you need, really, besides that? And comic book movies. Apparently.
That's pretty much all I want. Yeah. Airplane. Airplane's another good one.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that actually, yes. Okay. That is a classic. That's just a funny movie. You just can watch that again.
That you've now pretty much summed up every movie I've ever seen.
But again, I wouldn't say that you dislike movies. You just don't watch a lot of them.
Right.
Because it just doesn't interest you. Anyways, a similar thing with anime. Anime is just a different medium. I enjoy it because it's animated. Hence, as you might assume.
Yes.
It has... Sorry. Just threw up a little bit. Hold on. This is an acid reflux working on it now. Just working it down. Okay.
Right. I take Pepsid for that, so...
Yeah. Just drink the pink stuff down. I would say that I like it most because it's an opportunity to have science fiction and fantasy stories. Which actually more recently in television and movies, they've sort of come back, I guess. But for like a TV show, like a live action TV show, it's prohibitively expensive to have a unique sort of art style or world building. Now, of course, there's tropes that are associated with anime, of which we will see almost all of them.
Excellent. Well, it's
all gloriously on display, as even like I said, even with like the bumpers for this, the going to a commercial break that doesn't exist, that kind of thing. This is pretty much 100% anime all the way through.
Yeah. Well, this does remind me in a roundabout way. You're talking about anime. There is a video game for I think the PSP called Danganronpa, which never made it to the US as far as I'm aware.
Vaguely familiar with it. There's the black and white teddy bear thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
There is.
All right.
Mono Bear. But the thing about that game, no matter what you do or do not like about it, the best part is that every single character is a trope personified. It is the crazily buff martial artist from the dojo with a family that has a great history of fighting, and it looks like some sort of ridiculously buff Goku-like character, except it's a lady, so she's wearing a school outfit.
Naturally.
It's just a whole bunch of tropes that are anime, more or less, but, they don't have to do anything else, which is something else. With anime, they don't necessarily have to do a ton of character building, but when they do, it's awesome.
Mm-hmm. And just like in movies and other monomyth style things, you have your archetypes.
Mm-hmm.
And with your archetypes, you have your shows that sort of lean into them, which Asura's Wrath is kind of doing pretty hard. And then you have your deconstructions, your
Stellas.
Your Stellas, your Evangelions.
Yes.
What have you. Your Eevee Evangelion is maybe not the best example, although it is probably the most famous one.
That's...
Best example is Madoka Magica, probably. Just because it's amazing. You should watch it.
Is that the one with the dude?
The one with the dude.
Who's the hero that you never see do anything?
No. That's Maoyusha. That's also good, but that's different. No. Madoka Magica is a deconstruction of magical girl anime.
Oh, all right. those always make me leery. So
yeah, they make you leery. It's like light and fluffy, and then they're like, well, what would this really mean? Like this pact you've made.
Well, I'm just used to, oh, it's Magic Girl. Now let's look at her panties. It's like, no, let's not do that.
Sure, that is a part of a lot of, yes, there's a lot of that as well. Just in general in anime.
Yeah.
Pandering, if you will.
Fan service.
Fan service, yeah. Then again, that's present in other media too.
Oh, yeah. There's the requisite booby lady in every show ever.
Indeed. With just the most authentic, form-fitting medieval armor that you can imagine.
Oh, yes.
Accentuating her assets, of course.
I think my favorite example of that is still CSI, the original one, the original coroner who went out to scenes always wore ridiculously low-cut tops. It was the black lady from News Radio.
Okay.
Yeah, she just wore ridiculous low-cut tops while she's examining dead bodies. It's like, it's like you have one character trait.
I like News Radio.
News Radio was fantastic, and she was way better in that show.
Fancy plans and the pants to match. Fancy plans and pants to match is actually a News Radio reference. Funny you would bring that up.
Super Karate Monkey Death Car, yes.
That's classic.
Oh, I need to go watch that episode again.
It's a little grating with laugh track, but it's still funny. Phil Hartman's still funny.
Phil Hartman's amazing.
Yeah. It's good stuff. We will continue playing Asura's Wrath in much the same way, which is basically we'll just be talking over episodes of anime. I wonder if I want to do it, like I said, we can actually do like an anime for each episode.
Maybe.
Okay, homework assignment. Go watch Gurren Lagann. Because damn.
I have seen Gurren Lagann. It's great.
It's so good.
It's really
good.
It
is a masterclass in pacing.
Yes, it is.
This is how escalation should
keep
work. Someone interested in it, and also the concept of escalation personified. It is a great way to do it. It is also full of fan service as well.
But I do like that they do something with the fan service.
It does. So there is a lot of that, but the characters actually are developed, pun, rather well towards the end. Their characters actually have arcs. And it's surprisingly touching at moments. More puns.
Really? Really?
I think it's probably it's definitely my favorite anime. Yep. It is. There's a lot of inspiration to be drawn from the broad strokes of that story. So.
Yep.
And a lot of I could see a lot of that in this first episode even. Where Asura's Wrath starts with a destroying a demon half the size of planet Earth. So there you go. It goes up from there.
Which I don't know if I believe you, but okay.
But it does. All of those named characters that we're totally friends with. I'm sure they all don't have weird powers.
Yes, of course. You are right, comrade.
Yasha, I will feel the worst about beating you up. You seem pretty cool.
You seemed like you cared. Oh well.
Sergey? Nah.
You're out of your freaking mind. All right.
Olga? Sure. Yeah, I feel bad about that.
Yeah, I don't even know.
You don't even know why yet. They've all got to go.
I was like, I don't know why you're going to beat up Olga, but I know you will.
Now, to be fair, I have not actually beaten this game before. So, the actual ins and outs of all of the fights I am not aware of. So, for all I know, maybe Olga does a heel face turn and is like anti-villain hero backwards inverted. I don't know how that works at some point.
She's what's his doodle from Gurren Lagann. Got it.
I think is
yes.
What you're...
Yes.
Okay.
Oh wait, spoilers.
Spoilers. Maybe don't listen to that part if you haven't seen Gurren Lagann.
Or he gets a theme, so he's sticking around.
Yes. There's also that. Oh, he has his own music, and it's like one of the best tracks
in the series. Yes.
Yeah.
They're not killing him.
You should just go listen to the theme. It's spelled like viral.
Right, but it's pronounced...
pronounced I'm just
clever.
Yeah, so clever. Like Simone.
Not Simon.
Not Simon. That would be too non-confusing.
Yes.
Because, Simone isn't already a name that is, female.
Spelled the same way as Simon with an E at the end.
Yeah, but it has an E. It is
also a letter off of Timon. Pumbaa. Anyway, thought finished.
This has been another episode of our podcast, Anime Talk. Jeff and David.
Or I haven't watched an anime since Gurren Lagann, and you just watch them because you find the good ones.
Yes. There's been not so good ones.
Well, those are fun to poke.
Some that have been, some could be, some that have redeeming qualities, but overall just kind of,
yeah.
Like Fate Zero. I'm just saying, putting it out there.
Shots like fired. Which one?
Fate Zero.
I haven't even heard of that one.
It's an anime where anime things happen.
Thanks for narrowing it down, Chief.
It's at least interesting insofar as the summoned spirits are based off of historical, actual historical characters.
So, like, you summoned George Washington?
No, like King Arthur or Alexander the Great, or the more obscure ones like I'm gonna try and remember his name. He's an Irish hero, so it's probably got about 3 or 7 G's and W's and V's in the name that are not pronounced.
Are you talking about the one who wielded the Climb Shalai?
No, it's not. It's not Shatanta / Cahulan.
Okay,
which is the only one that I remember.
Mine.
Yeah, that was my guess.
Dwayne?
It's not Dwayne, although it kind of sounds like Dwayne. It's going to bother me.
Dullahan?
Dullahan. No, it's not Dullahan.
Is it dull and not dual? Am I mispronouncing my heritage?
I don't actually know. I don't know.
It's not like Boudica, the Irish war queen. It's not that.
I have to look this up because it's... All right. Let's see. Diarmuid. That's what it was. Okay.
All right.
Diarmuid. Okay, that's what it was. Actually, you know what? Maybe Diarmuid is actually Cahulan. I don't know. maybe he has like 7 different names.
Celtic folklore is weird.
It gets weird. Yep.
It starts weird.
If you would like to learn more about weird Celtic folklore, watch our Let's Play of Chaos Legion.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. Also, watch Soul Blazer. Why not? I give that Let's Play too much grief.
Yep. Now that this is twice as long as the video, I'm stopping recording.
Yep, stop recording.